Welcome back everybody. Well, maybe I should say I'm back everybody. I did it. I dropped the $130 on Borderlands 4. I didn't think it was going to work out in time, but just barely I'm going to have enough time to play this game and make some videos about it. But I have missed all information about this game across the board. I have not looked at it even a little bit. Literally yesterday before I bought the game, I watched a little bit of Jolt's Dude and a little bit of K6 videos. And I'm still lost and have no idea what's going on. So we're going to check out some stuff together today. And this will mostly be my first time seeing all of this. Also, just ignore the duck in the bottom of the screen. It felt weird to not have anything on the screen. So, alright, let's get into it. I think the best place to start is going to be the story trailer. Would like to know what the hell's going on. What happened to the moon? You know, where did Lilith go? All that.
You are no longer a vault hunter. You may have had free will out there in the myriad galaxies. But here, on Kairos, you serve the use I have.
Okay, Adam Warlock's the protagonist, or the antagonist, I'm sorry. That's what he looks like.
Free beyond his control.
Wow!
Now it's
Oh, they look like giant cannons.
I will return to the Timekeeper's side. We rule forever.
He's a big old fatty.
Heard you were rounding up some vault hunters.
We got
Reporting for duty, boss.
looks like we got Kratos.
Could it be? My savior?
Oh, hunters! This will hurt!
Lumber hate him, but I love Claptrap. No, I like wheeled vehicles more than floating ones. I hope there's a couple wheeled vehicles. Ooh, Moxie looking good as ever.
Why should you get to be free? All you do is destroy. We lead a strike team to the fortress, and then we make him pay.
You gotta have mandatory giant worm boss. Has to happen. Sick. Well, I bought the Super Deluxe Edition. I hope that doesn't bite me in the ass later. Hopefully it's a great game. Either way, I'm going to make videos about it for at least a year, I would assume. Before I finally get tired of playing it again. That's how my life goes. And I'm sure we all know who Jolt's Dude is, but he did check out a boss. I guess it's the first boss of the game already. He's fighting Fatty the Hut here, or whatever. But when I watched this video, I noticed that it seems like bosses have more mechanics now. Which to me is super cool. I'll link his video in the description below. Obviously, I didn't get any of this early access stuff. I don't know if anybody's ever played World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria before, but this floor, the way he's cutting it out in this pie shape, reminds me of the boss Malrock. It basically did the same exact thing, but I guess there's only so many ways you could design a boss, really. Although, I had to say World of Warcraft is getting crazy good at it. Even today, even if you hate the new story.
There's a way to dodge all the attacks. No undodgeable novas, no anything unfair like that. All skill-based and reaction-based, and I love it. Oh.
It's perfect. Yeah, undodgeable shit is so annoying, so I 100% agree with Jolt's here. I like the UI as well. The HUD looks pretty cool. And the radar, instead of being a minimap, looks like a Halo radar. Which, I'm old enough that OG Halo was love, was life. So, that works for me.
Green. Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah, the new grapple hook, dude. The new grapple hook's sick. It's funny. They add a Halo radar, and then Halo Infinite added the grapple hook, and now Gearbox is like, you know what? We want a grapple hook too.
A bad shot. All right, heal up.
I hope the Jacob's guns feel just as punchy as they always have. That's something I think Borderlands 3 did really well, was make Jacob's guns just pop really hard.
But yeah, I should have farmed some better gear before this fight.
It's always more fun when you do it with lesser gear, Jolt. Don't you know that? So even the first boss looks pretty cool. I do like bosses with mechanics. I hate bosses that are just bullet spongy, just to be bullet spongy with no mechanics. Nothing to really die from. More so just hold left mouse and go to town. That's kind of boring. So I'm glad they're stepping it up with their boss design. I saw an even cooler boss design, and we're gonna check that out now. But I noticed the mechanics in this were crazy.
It's the so-called Guardian of the Vault, and this is where my shit absolutely got pushed in. Now, this is definitely the most boss-feeling boss fight I think they've ever had in a Borderlands game. With this thing having really specific, actual moves you need to read and dodge. The only issue is that I couldn't seem to avoid some of these if my life depended on it.
I guess Dark Souls
I mean, there was like
has
one
bosses
kind of
like this.
around the edge of the arena, for instance, because
I don't know. I've never really played Dark Souls, to be completely honest. Maybe one day.
Damaging to stand on, which was simple enough.
Just doesn't interest me that
But
much.
as for those other attacks, like one where it grabs you with its tail and then smacks you into the air, they just seem to have no rhyme or reason.
Ooh.
Now, I did speak to someone.
So that's kind of just like what Jolt said in the last one. He didn't like undodgeable stuff. I don't either. So hopefully there is a way to dodge that, and G-Man just didn't figure that one out yet. Because I think undodgeable attacks are kind of lame. Completely honest.
One from Gearbox, and they mentioned that this fight was made purposefully tough for the preview build.
That's a pretty smart idea by Gearbox. Amping up the difficulty, because I mean, let's face it, all creators play games constantly, 24 hours a day, it seems like, especially the ones that get invited to these things. So they're going to be the upper end of players. In skill level, I mean, the upper end of skill level, definitely not the upper end of population.
Better understanding of the Vault Hunter's skills, this probably would have been a lot easier. Either way, though, I just spent this entire segment eating my own shit, and really having the game take a huge dump on me over and over.
It's kind of cool with me that you die over and over a few times, because I feel like games nowadays kind of handhold you. It used to be so normal to try out a new area and die 4 or 5 times, but now most games just feel like you can blow through them even on the hard or even harder difficulties, because they keep adding more and more difficulties. So normal nowadays is more like dog shit easy, and then hard is actually normal, and then there'll be some other mode that's kind of hard, and then it just keeps going on and on and on. People just need to get better at playing games. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to leave the Jolt Dude video here playing in the background and read off a little list of things that I have seen so far, because I don't want to drag you guys through. This has been like a 2-hour adventure for me. Hopefully it turns out to be like a 10-minute video for you guys. It's just me catching back up, because I've missed so much. So one of the things I noticed was, hey, Zane was in the story trailer, so that's pretty cool. So we'll probably figure out where Lilith teleported the fucking moon. But that's cool. One of the things that I hope is one of the next Vault Hunters is I hope they add a pet class or a hunter style class, because it always turns out to be one of my favorite styles of class to play, because Gage is my favorite Vault Hunter of all time to play. But one of the worrying things to me, a big worrying thing to me, is that it looks open world, like more open world, and yeah, that can be a good thing, but sometimes it could be a bad thing. I hope it doesn't turn into like a Ubisoft grind fest, because those games feel so bloated. And I'm either fun to play through like one time, but they're not generally games I want to sit around and grind forever. So hopefully it's not like, do this quest to go get this one item and bring it back, and then you have basically the same quest in different areas 100 times. So I hope it's not that. I hope they've put a little more thought into what they're doing. I mean, I don't have a shit ton of faith in Gearbox, but hopefully they prove me wrong. I'm always happy to be proven wrong. I don't like everyone that comes out just hating immediately on everything. As I even got flamed on my Borderlands review for the movie, which I will say that movie did turn out to be absolute dog shit. But I hadn't seen it yet, so I didn't hate on it yet. I think people are too quick to hate anymore. There's too much hate in the world already. We don't need more of it, and we need game companies to want to continue to make games for us. And I know hate gets clicks, but that's just not my style. So I have really not even checked out any of the Vault Hunters yet. So I know Vex is the Siren, and I saw that she has like a pet thing going on. Wait, is she the pet class? Holy crap. That whole segment might have been ruined. But it's not like a constant pet, isn't it? It's not like a... just hangs out for a minute or two. Get off my screen. I already bought it. You don't have to sell it to me again. Oh, there's an abilities breakdown video. Oh, I wonder if they have that for all these classes, because maybe you guys can let me know in the comments what class you want me to play. To be honest, I'm probably just going to play what the majority of people aren't. And I thought maybe I should play the Trant girl, because let's face it, we've ruined her whole family. We've done a lot of damage to the Trants in our time, so maybe it's time that we be a Trant.
Vex is a Siren in Borderlands 4. She's got spooky vibes.
Those wings look sick. I know you guys are gonna get so mad if I keep pausing it, but that actually looks sick.
Borderlands 4, she's got spooky vibes and a spookier cat. Kind of the necromancer and ranger fantasy. I'm really excited for people to try her out.
It might be Vex off rip. I don't know.
Vex is ultimately she's a siren, and she's a necromancer siren. She's all about creating disposable minions, or creating spectral companions, or giving herself godlike warlock powers that she can blast her enemies. The kind of player that would enjoy Vex, if you're an action RPG player who specifically loves necromancer fantasies or ranger fantasies, it's got everything you ever need. She's actually the first siren that we've ever had to focus specifically also on kinetic damage. So if you particularly enjoy lifesteal and draining your enemy's health for lots and lots of power, you'll have a good time.
She's kind of like one of the twins from
familiar skill has
Borderlands 3.
A spectral cat named Trouble join her, who's near and dear to my heart. And when you activate the action skill, you can teleport him around the battlefield and make him into Big Trouble.
You've got stuff that lets Trouble blink to targets, have better crit chance. You're giving Trouble the ability through one of the augments to
like crit chance.
Cause crit damage on any location. We also have augments that soak a bunch of incoming damage while still dishing it out to enemies as well.
Vex's incarnate skill kind of turns her into just a weapon of mass destruction. She literally explodes at the beginning, gets a sweet pair of spectral wings, and a soul orb that she can use to eldritch blast her enemies. And the more that you deal damage to enemies, the faster it comes back, which makes quite a satisfying loop.
Fire off things like the Geist Wave, an energy wave that deals damage to enemies. You have stuff that buffs up your survivability. You've got things like lifesteal. You reduce the cooldown on your rep kits so that you can really
She's
stay
probably
in the
going to be
fight
really
a lot
hard to
longer.
kill, just like Amara.
There is an orb that will hover around and cause extra damage to enemies nearby. All these are various options that you could pick within that tree.
That's why I picked Amara for my white weapons to beat melee one takedown video, because she's so hard to kill.
Vex's last skill, Dead Ringer, you either get to summon a Spectre or a Reaper, where the Spectres are clones of yourself that don't move, but they use long-range weaponry to kind of just do as much damage as possible. But the Reapers have giant scythes, they attack people in melee, and they actually taunt
Are you
enemies.
Loki now? That's what that reminds me of. I've been on a Marvel Rivals kick, I'm not gonna lie. Me and Ellie have been grinding that game after work. But yeah, Loki clones, that's what that reminds me of.
You kind of have this interesting choice between, do I want to taunt my enemies and play more defensively, or do I put down a bunch of Spectres and just light up the battlefield?
The fourth seal is something that focuses around minions. This is personally a favorite of mine. I've always loved games that let me do little minion builds. I'm very much the kind of person that plays a necromancer in the games that let me.
Time to break out the big side.
I don't know. That looks pretty good. Amon is literally Kratos. I mean, look at that. You gonna say that's not Kratos? Kratos, it's like Kratos fucked Doom guy and they had a baby. Or vice versa. I don't know. Whichever one's more powerful. You guys can argue that shit in the comments or something.
Skippy, I'm coming home! I want it! I want it! I want it!
I want it.
I want it! I want it! Rejection! I soar upon metal.
I think we all saw that coming. Oh, that looks cool though. Okay, it looks specifically like the Doom guy from Doom: The Dark Ages.
Why will nobody play with me?
Then fight me! More power for the slaughter!
That's a pretty cool looking enemy.
Freeze and perish! My end will be loud and red.
That looks really fun.
Just leave it to me.
Now he's Doomfist from Overwatch.
Was this the loud ending you wanted?
That's pretty cool. It looks like he has that heterochromia or whatever that's called, with 2 different color eyes, but I think that's fake. Like maybe a cybernetic eye or something, I'm not sure.
The loud ending you wanted.
I mean, he looks fun to play. I mean, obviously I'm going to play with every one of them at least a few times all the way through the game. But it's hard to pick the first one. Borderlands 3 was so easy for me because I love Pacific Rim and I just like mechs and shit, so Moe's all the way. No, next up's Rafa. It looks like, I think I've seen this character played the most. It seems like everybody that played the game early was playing this character.
It's me, Rafa.
Oh, okay, I like his accent though. That's pretty sick too. I think they said that his melee was super forgiving. Like you could just be way off and still hit people. My strong hand!
Feeling good. You didn't think we were finished, did you? Yikes.
Oh no, the Roomba.
Here come the fireworks.
The wielding. Is that what that was? Did we just see dual wielding?
You have selected Die in a Screaming Inferno. Adios.
Last but not least, we're going to check out Harlow, which is probably all going to play first. I actually like her character model. Looks pretty cool. Oh no, the bubble. I like this atmosphere. The nice, luscious and green. Ah, dude, that's flat out pulse cannon. That's the Iron Man pulse cannon right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Backup has arrived.
I am reborn.
Who said science can't be fun?
Science is always fun. Didn't you guys watch Bill
This
9?
is gonna take some cleanup. And I never fall. Stay right there.
Ooh, rockets. Yeah, I love that. That's sick. I want to play it, but I gotta wait until tomorrow. That sucks. Who's that, Jacob's gun?
Totally worth it.
I think that's who we're gonna end up playing. I mean, I can't wait to play them all, but I think that's who we're gonna end up playing tomorrow. Okay, so before we move on to watching the PAX panel that they had, just wanted to give a little update on my channel and me. I got a different job now, thank God. So I can actually make content again, I hope. But, you know, rising costs of everything. It's really hard to have any spare time at this moment that isn't spent working or trying to make money in some way, shape, or form. But I think we got that all settled. I was kind of hoping it was going to happen a month ago, but that didn't come to light. And me and Ellie are actually doing a Borderlands 3 playthrough. The first video of it will be out tomorrow. It's probably only going to be like a once-a-week thing because Borderlands 4 is coming out. But she had never played the game, so it's going to be my last playthrough, at least for a very long time, and her very first playthrough. And it's going to be a good time. She's also got a hellacious sense of humor, just like I do. But I'm hoping to get back to putting out 2 to 3 videos a week like I used to when we first started. I know growth is going to be terrible in the beginning because all the big streamers and everybody are going to be getting millions of views. And I'll probably be down there getting a couple hundred. So if you guys see this video, please like it. If I've ever taught you anything, you've ever learned anything from my channel, or you just like my redneck voice, please like this video because I need to get my ass back in the algorithm. Also, I generally answer 99% of my comments unless they're just hate or something I don't really want to answer. So if you guys got any questions or any cool information, let me know down in the comments.
Lilith teleported Elpis away Why did she do that? What was the purpose of this?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so,
We're going to get an
like
answer to what I've been wanting to know.
We're on a continuum with a story. And
was kind of hoping that you just throw it to the
At
side.
the end of Borderlands 3, everything that we knew was at stake. Pandora itself, the planet that everybody lived on, was a vault. And the moon of Elpis was the key. And if the key went into the vault, Lilith and all of her friends would die. So she effectively sacrificed herself to save everyone and bamfed Elpis away. But where did it go?
Oh, wait, was that what was in the beginning, all exploded and shit? When we very first started watching the story trailer. It was Elpis?
Can you walk us through who the Timekeeper is?
So the Timekeeper wants everything under control. He doesn't want anything to deviate from his vision of what Kairos needs to be. And to maintain that control, he does what, you know, you're gonna.
This is like a Marvel plot line then. If you guys ever watched the TV show Loki, literally what it's about is one guy making it so there's no deviations in time. Sorry, spoiler alert. I said that before. My bad.
Took the risk of ripping the bolt out of their spine and out of their neck and encouraged everyone to seek that same freedom. Now, the risk of that is...
Yet another Marvel TV show, the Mind Controlled, that's WandaVision.
Nobody gives a shit if you kill dudes and take their loot. It's also unbelievably amazing.
We love killing people and stealing their shit.
And this is the biggest, by far, universe that we've built, and it's seamless. There's no load times. Just you see something anywhere on the screen, a mile away.
Right there, that's what brings me back to the earlier point that I made about I hope it's not Ubisoft open world bloatware horseshit. Like, I do. I hope it's entertaining. I hope that it's not like repeat same quest in new area.
Up in the sky, you will be able to get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean we get to fly? Are we flying? Can I get a helicopter? That would be so dope.
They won't have a direct impact on gameplay, like your damage is going to increase or decrease because you're in rain, but you will have vision obscurity, you will see some things harder and some things are easier to see, so just be prepared and go out and kick some butt.
Different weather patterns will be pretty cool. What is that? It's excellent.
Ranging from dynamic world bosses to NPCs that need help. All of these are just like loot chases, so anytime you do any of these, you'll be rewarded with good.
See that? There it is, the dynamic people needing help. I hope it ends up more like Red Dead 2 and less like Assassin's Creed. I just played Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Odyssey because I'd never beat those games, so I beat them recently. And some of the side quests are like, they're all just fetch quests.
Loot and like a loot chest and stuff. So be sure to stop and help the locals. Be sure to kill the badasses that spawn and try to fight the bosses that try to kill you.
It sounds an awfully lot like that, though.
Plural is plural.
Means more than one, Randy.
There are vaults.
We know you can count that high.
We kind of came up with this idea, like, what if I can just use Digistruct technology to bring my personal vehicle to me at any time, anywhere? And it's...
Okay, it's been years since I've played Destiny 2, but isn't that literally what they do? You Digistruct a bike or something like that?
Awesome. Like, I could...
And I just said, man, I want a wheeled vehicle. I like cars, man. I like cars. I like trucks, dirt bikes, all of it. I think the buggy was really fun in Borderlands 3. It handled a lot like the Warthog from Halo, so I enjoyed that a lot. But hey, I do like a Star Wars swoop bike. You know, speeder, swoop.
This compass system, and you still have the big map. It's one click away, and we put more cool stuff in there than we've ever done before. We even have...
Randy, no one clicks to open their map, my man. No one.
I want my shield.
They make good parts.
I want my shield on my Maliwan elemental gun. That's what I want.
There's gonna be upgrade parts?
There's no crafting in the game. Players can't modify or craft their guns to have specific licensed parts.
Oh.
They're just drops in the world, and the way they drop is on a tiered system. So from common all the way to legendary, there's different...
I kind of wish you could like do weapon parts yourself, but hey, you know, just having more variety. I'm always down with that.
And can every gun have a TDR part that lets you throw it?
Every gun can have a TDR part that could be thrown.
That's cool. So a Jacob shotgun with a TDR throw would be hilarious.
This could be coupled with other licensed part behaviors like a TDR thing. So when you throw a Jacob's gun with an underbarrel flat off, it'll have shooting micro rockets while flying in the air.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
Revamped slot for grenades and heavy weapons. We no longer want players to kind of hold on to rocket ammo and wait till like one encounter and just pull out their big rocket launcher. Now players can use their heavy weapon, which is on the cooldown, and we can balance that accordingly so that big moments where they want to pull out a big laser beam or rocket launcher or
that actually sounds cool.
They can use it and mow down enemies and don't feel like they have to hoard that ammo or have to go find that ammo to go
I
be able to
definitely
use it.
understand what you're saying. Except, although as a Mo's main, you know, I don't really worry about ammo very often.
Literally throw nuclear bombs with different behaviors because again they can have licensed parts too, so you can have like an artillery grenade.
Nuclear bombs, are we playing Helldivers now?
But shields, we're also amping them up too. We're adding a new shield type called armor, and that's
that's what Jolt said.
Offensive focused shield type. We wanted to promote that kind of offensive gameplay, so if you're running and gunning and jumping into combat, your armor shield has a chance to regenerate,
AKA if you're playing Kratos,
so that you can be more offensively focused.
I'm super excited for this, having diverse builds. I really hate bringing up World of Warcraft again, sorry, but I mean they kind of share some similarities. I hated when everything got cookie cutter in World of Warcraft, like you basically only used one spec. I hope they tone down the legendary drop rate.
Go and express themselves in the combat battlefield. They're not, just
when Legos are everywhere, nothing feels legendary.
Being mysteriously overwhelmed with so many things that are happening. And because of that, legendaries now have legendary power. They feel super strong. They come at moments, rare moments that when you open like a red loot chest or you kill a super rare boss. And when you get that unique legendary behavior, you're going to be like, oh, okay, this really changes the way the game plays. So
what he means to say is, goddamn, this gun fucks.
We're reducing the amount of legendaries, but you're going to feel every single legendary when it drops.
Yeah, legendaries are legendary.
Let's
in every
one.
sense.
Thank God.
Randy, I'm going to throw you the last question here about co-op.
Because I play with my wife. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna play with Ellie. It's just I couldn't go $260 deep into buying us both the game right now. That's why I said we're gonna finish Borderlands 3. It's just like a weekly release while I'm doing Borderlands 4 videos. Eventually she'll get Borderlands 4. Might do a Borderlands 2 playthrough, don't know. She's getting pretty good at games now. Okay, so a big thing with co-op is when I was making Borderlands 3 videos, I actually tried very hard to just like jump into random games and play with random people. But there was just no one there, or if you got in a group, they were doing some weird glitches and crap I didn't want to be a part of. No one really talked, so it would be cool from a content creator's perspective if people are actually playing and they allow randoms to drop in and out of your game. Because that would be a good time. Maybe I'd end up in one of your games. They've done so many panels. Yeah, let's talk about endgame. We're getting some cool raid bosses.
Out, you guys! I'm freaking out!
Or he's an odd little man.
2 weeks away from launch, and we have a lot of the game that we haven't revealed yet.
Yes.
The only thing I got bad to say about Randy is they shouldn't let him be on Twitter.
We're going to do that today.
Yes.
We're going to talk endgame as you just.
Somebody needs to take his phone from him.
Also talk
because you know me, I got a big freaking mouth.
Yeah. So let's.
Wow, he could have said that any better time.
We don't want players to regrind their weapons. So from Ultimate Vault Hunter mode on, you will be using your endgame weapons and your endgame gear that you farm once. And if that's the gear that you want to use, that's the gear you're going to take.
That's kind of cool.
I'm going to challenge you to take that gear from when you get it all the way to the last Ultimate Vault Hunter rank.
And we're designing this with co-op in mind, with playing with other players. Dive into that a little bit.
Yeah, so break free in our game, we want players.
So is that like if you really love a gun, you get to keep it? Because I like that style.
To have so many possibilities to play together, whether it's co-op, or whether it's in.
Of course, you get to keep guns, but you know what I'm saying? Like, will it still be relevant and good enough? That's what I'm gonna.
Different.
Your end credits scroll. Oh, and then you get a new mission. And there's tutorials because there's the whole robust end game system that we want to make sure you understand and enjoy. And we'll train you as we go.
And it's not just at the first rank, too. We kind of push you to the second rank and third rank, and there's new
in-game content is always the best.
And new replay missions for you to kind of
Borderlands 3 felt a little lacking in in-game content, in my opinion.
Play with. You won't have to refarm it at every single Ultimate Vault Hunter mode.
Yeah, you don't have to refarm, but of course, if you're like me, you want that perfect drop, and you're gonna go.
Exactly. I was about to. That was worrying me a little bit because I'm like, oh no, because like a lot of the content is farming. Because I like to farm, as anyone knows. It's one of my favorite things to do is farm. So I'm always going to be farming that ultimate.
When you do finish the campaign, we'll let you start a new character at level 30. So you don't have to, if you want to just try some of the other player characters, yes. So you can start there and yes.
Ooh, that's going to be really good for making guides and stuff too, and just trying out characters at a higher level. Now, granted that doing challenge runs and stuff, I'll probably start from new game, but being able to just jump in because you want to change character and see what they're like at level 30, that's pretty cool. Has anyone ever said, have they made it so you can start with a harder difficulty from like the get-go? That would be nice.
When you complete a weekly wildcard mission, you are guaranteed legendary gear.
That's sick.
Which is dope, right?
That is so cool.
I love that. I love
just one more thing I get to do every week.
And then getting it because I earned it.
Moxie's Encore machine basically chooses a boss that is a little bit tougher, but has a higher chance of dropping the legendary that boss's specific pool drops. So when players want to farm for a boss that has the loot that they want, they would want the Moxie's machine to kind of pick that one, and that one will be that for the week, and then you can farm that boss at basically farming it with a reform machine over and over and over, and hope that you get the special drops from it.
Okay, that's pretty cool for people with like less time too. Like obviously it's reiterated that I like farming, but that's actually really good for casual players. They really want a specific piece of gear, especially when they've seen in one of my videos, you know. Gotta self-promote, sorry guys.
Oh yeah, Maurice's Black Market.
Maurice!
Guys. And check this out. Not only will it
favorite little
around,
reptar,
but the loot you see in your game will be different than what somebody else sees this time. So invite your friends.
That's awesome. That's gonna make
tell people about it because they're gonna want your loot.
Multiplayer needs to be more of a thing in this. Co-op multiplayer.
Gear, since we're just touching on that right now.
So anything to make people want to open up their games a little bit.
We have a gun build that favors zoom speed.
I do like all the customizations. I think that's one of the best parts of Borderlands is just farming stuff to make as much customization as you possibly can. Falling in love with certain guns, hating other ones. It's all part of the game. I like it. I think they're going in the right direction with this.
Who didn't open their bonuses here, the rewards?
Oh no.
26 loot chests.
I'll take those off your hands.
That's where you get all sorts of gear, like cosmetics for Echo 4.
Wait, is that like loot boxes? Is going to be a paid loot box thing? I mean, as long as it's cosmetics, I don't give a shit. But God, I wish loot boxes would just go to hell. But we're getting our first new Vault Hunter in Q1, so probably like January, February. I hope. Not bad. Hopefully the $130 was worth it. The only thing I have against cosmetics is in first-person games, I never really care that much about cosmetics. I do a little bit as a creator because I use the photo mode a lot, but beyond that, I could give a shit less. I think that's why games like Marvel Rivals sell so many skins, because it's third person and you actually get to look at your gear. Plus, those people really know how to make great skins, if you catch my drift.
Mario, let's unpack that first one, the seasonal events. What can players expect there?
Yeah, sure. So seasonal mini events are back. The first one coming in October. We're calling it Horrors of Kairos. And because it comes out so
Halloween,
soon,
my favorite time of year.
Make sweeping changes just yet. So you should expect some tweaked gameplay with some spooky vibes, new legendaries.
And then invincible bosses. You can actually kill these. They're not invincible, but we call them invincible bosses because they're tough.
Invincible bosses. And as you can see up there, there's
Good.
3 S's. So yes,
Invincible bosses return.
Our plan for release.
I mean, Pearl Lessons are coming too. We're getting those as well.
All around.
Content is going to be familiar to anyone who played Borderlands 2. If you remember our Headhunter packs, these are story-focused missions.
Yes. Those were so good.
That focus on a particular character.
Whenever this game calms down, I promise to play Borderlands 2 on the channel. There's just so many people that do it and do it so much better than me that I just can't bring myself to do it. I also need to finish Borderlands 1. That was the last thing I was working on before I dipped. It wasn't by choice, trust me. I wish I would have been able to stick to the grind.
And our first one is going to be focused on a character named Rush. Some of you may have seen in our promotional. And he's going to be spreading some holiday.
Yeah, Rush is a gym bro. I saw that. He's a gym bro, which is awesome. Let me know in the comments if you're a gym bro too. I am, 100%. We're not all stupid. We just like lift heavy thing, put heavy thing down.
They cheer.
Booga booga. Why they gotta make her legs so damn big? You guys watch Jackass? You ever see when they were wearing the fat suits and they take the top part off? That's just exactly what they look like when Bam Margera did that. Welcome.
Who here loves Borderlands? This is the only incentive. There's no reason to pre-order. but just to get this pack up here that's on the
Well,
screen.
you got me. I did pre-order.
What we called the Gilded Glory pack, which has some new skins for each of the Vault Hunters, a weapon skin, and a drone skin. Some cool cosmetics exclusive to pre-orders, but they're cosmetics. And this is all you had to motivate you, and you did it. And you made Borderlands literally #1 game in the world before it even launched. I think we owe you something, so I promised we're going to sweeten the pot. And today I'm going to tell you how we're sweetening the pot. We have something really, really cool. Some awesome people worked really hard to create some new stuff. So now, for all of you people that have pre-ordered, you don't have to do anything. You've already done it. You're going to get some gear, and it's freaking cool gear. It is kick-ass, cool-ass gear. First of all, before I talk about this, well, let me
This gun looks like it's got a Spider-Man skin on it.
and it's the celebration machine. You're online with a friend who's having their birthday, bring this baby out. Fireworks, fireworks. You want to propose to your girlfriend in the game?
God, no.
Fireworks, fireworks. It's awesome. It's so much fun.
You guys ever played Far Cry 6? Yeah, Far Cry 6. You have that launcher that shoots like fireworks, but it does so much damage. You can shoot down helicopters with fireworks. That's exactly what I'm picturing.
Pearlescents are back.
Ah.
They're back, baby. Pearlescent. And it's because of Grant and the guys on his team. And listen, it's not going to be easy. The droplet rates for when they can drop, it's less than 1%. So if you get one of these,
man, you can make a 0.5%.
You're lucky. But they're going in the game. So let's see where.
That's awesome.
When Bounty Pack 2 launches, which is in Q1 2026.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. I've learned a lot, and now I was kind of hesitant to even be excited about playing this game, but after watching all this stuff with you guys today, I'm super excited. I really can't wait until tomorrow. I'm like a kid on Christmas. I just want to go to sleep, so Santa will bring me some gifts. So my first video will probably come out on Friday, and we'll see what we picked and what's going on. So hopefully you guys join me then. Be sure to like and subscribe. Bye!